Remember staying up into the night, staring at your ship in orbit, waiting for that notification alerting you that your fire team has come online? Remember the nights, half a decade gone, running through Vault of Glass or doing strikes with friends? Remember patrolling the Cosmodrome or doing that really funny glitch in the Vestian outpost? Perhaps you remember nights that bled into mornings, filled with Iron Banana shenanigans and Trials of Osiris challenges. Remember the times you had with all of them? Those dear friends you met at the tower? Do you remember the last time you talked to them before they logged off for the final time? Yeah, we've all seen it. Last login over 2 years ago, that kind of stuff. Now I'm gonna be real. I didn't exactly have many friends to play Destiny with. Not even enough to fill a fire team, but the few who did play with me I haven't forgotten, that's for sure. There was this ecstasy addict who mained a hunter. A kid with the worst mic imaginable who used to just sit with me at the tower listening to the music. A warlock who helped me with Prison of Elders a lot, who had every achievement in the game, I'm pretty sure. And this silent warlock guy who I could only ever hear breathing. It really fucked me up, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Nevertheless, after hours upon hours of grinding away with them, they all disappeared eventually, and by the time Taken King rolled out, they hadn't logged in months. I had company for a while longer, of course. My best friend Reed, Dragonfruit, played with me sometimes, but after microtransactions appeared in-game, the aesthetic changed entirely, and the game we once knew drastically metamorphosized. The two of us made a vow to quit the game together. And so we did. When year 2 rolled around, Reed and me became the people that you would see on PSN, where it would say last logged in 5 years ago. We made a vow to not touch the game again, and we really believed that we were never going to see the world of Destiny again. Until 4 years passed, and the greatest darkness of our universe was finally pushed back. And the birth of a new hope, a new light came around. Sit tight, grab your fucking popcorn or whatever, cause this is gonna be a long, beautiful, wacky story. From a confusing Asian man who chased me across the cosmos, to playing with my friend as he endured Hong Kong's conflict at his doorstep, to playing with my first fan, to astronomy lessons on Mars, to the creepy person who literally wanted to move in with me, and to so much more. Dude, this story is so crazy. Let's fucking go! Did you cry? Yeah, I bet you did. Yeah, no, I bet you did. Well, here, have a box of tissues on me. Anyways, before I get into this story, I feel like I should address something rather important. The goddamn ogre in the room, if you will. Get it? Because, like, ogres are in Destiny. Some of the screenshots and footage shown has about 75% render resolution. Due to me playing on my PC I use primarily for studies. I was in the process of moving these past few months, and that's the only PC I had access to. Don't worry, though, not all the footage I got looks like that, but it's just a heads up for anyone who wants to be really funny in the comments.
Hilarious and original!
So let's fucking roll, boys, gals, and non-binary pals, into how I got here. It's how I became the fucking Hokage, by the way, spoiler alert.
Okay, Boomer, believe it!
My first night was what one would probably expect it to be. If you want to know exactly what went down on that night, I have a video all about it in the description above. Above? Fuck it, I'm rolling with it, I don't even care. And since I already went into detail about my first experiences with the game, I'm not going to be so descriptive with it now. I installed the game, accidentally uninstalled it trying to make space for it, and then installed it again. Nearing almost 500 hours of playtime later, I must say, deleting all those gigabytes of lewd Pearl fan art was a really goddamn good decision, though I kinda want it back. Yada yada yada, to put it short, I booted up the game, made a female human hunter, and did an ass ton of public events on Mars and shit. I eventually decided to go out and get the Worldline Zero, which is this really cool exotic sword, and I've been using it ever since that fateful evening, nearly, like, 2.5 months later. I went to all the destinations I had unlocked at the time. I took a bunch of screenshots and shit, and I had a blast, dude. I did a bunch of bounties and stuff. It was nifty. I hit light level 900 within my first 2 days of playing the game, and that's when I really started to get addicted to it. You'll see what I mean in a second. As I was doing Lost Sectors on IO, I came across my first encounter with another player. Now, at this point, I hadn't done any strikes because I was too shy to, and I was too scared of getting embarrassed and messing everything up. And I had only done Crucible once, which I won. Pretty fucking cool, right? Oh! That's right. Oh!
You're in second.
Don't! One.
First.
Fucking POG! So, I hadn't really interacted with other players yet, except for the limited interactions that public events offer. I bumped into these two outside the Lost Sectors. I decided to talk to them, and it turned into a dance party awfully quickly. The man that I was with claimed to be Michael Destiny, the creator of Destiny, and why, I had no reason not to believe him, and so I blindly danced beside him and his warlock comrade, and we just sat there and we just danced, dude, and just screamed in local chat for like 15 minutes straight. And that's when I realized that this is the game for me. At this point, it really dawned on me that I actually have to play the game. Such a shame, I know. I was sitting at the whopping season rank of 7, and the amazingly high light level of fucking 902? And so I was like, dude, I really actually gotta play the game. I want to get to 960. I want to do strikes. I want to do Crucible. I want to do Iron Banner when that comes around. I want to do everything. And so I did everything. But I came across my fair share of characters on my way there. And let me tell you, each one gets weirder than the last. I made it my goal very early on to reach the season rank of 100. And me being the very high season rank of 7, I didn't quite think that would be possible. Now, I don't really give up easily, it seems, and so I kept going, and I'm glad I did. The next encounter I came across was these whimsical lads on Mars, and boy, is it one of my fucking favorites. It started out extremely innocent. I was just sitting still, I was AFK, I went to go get a slice of pizza, and when I came back, well, you see, there was someone sweeping the floor in front of me. And then someone else decided to sit down next to me with the caution signs in the corner where no one else was, and something led to another, and we started to talk in local chat, and we started talking about how sitting is amazing and how anyone who isn't sitting should not be part of our brotherhood, and we became unusually close. We created a bond unlike any other, and I swear to God, our souls connected. It was at this moment that I realized that these people were my kin. Those who don't sit aren't worthy, I said. At that moment, the man dressed as an astronaut began to shoot at the sky. I was curious as to why, and so I approached him. And then he started to give me astronomy lessons. Hey, he said, where I'm shooting. Obviously, this is the Milky Way. Well, yes, of course.
Please, I just want to see my family again.
Since it's really hard to tell since this isn't Earth, I'm going to have to make a few guesses, he tells me. Oh man, it's like Bill Nye the Science Guy up in here. I was excited. Actually, what the fuck, he says. I am suddenly torn from my immersion. This is illegal. I'm going to sue Bungie. I stand very confused, and then I say to him, wait a second. Hey! That's the sun! And I shoot at the sun. Let's just say he was mildly impressed. After we were separated, I cried for 3 days straight, and then I continued onward with my adventure. Now I sat at light level 909. Nothing extraordinary. I sucked still. Season rank what? 11? Awful. Trash. Let's get better, I thought. Fuck it. Fine. Let's get good. Let's finally get good. It was then I met the real Will Smith. Yeah, that's right. I came across him in the woods, and all we did was wave to one another, but I swear on my non-existent legs, it was the real Will Smith from The French Prince of Bel-Air. Wait, I meant to say fresh, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, dude, the French Prince of Bel-Air. Oh, monsieur. I did the Curse of Osiris.
Hey, that's pretty good.
And Warmind campaigns, too. Warmind was awful, but I kind of liked Curse of Osiris. I know, crazy, huh? But after I did those 2 campaigns, things started to get a little
spooky.
I went to the farm for the first time, and I was surprised by the sheer amount of guardians there. One of them, however, stood out from the rest. His name was Leshin, and he reminded me a lot of my own character from Destiny 1. The stag exotic helmet especially stood out to me. He was walking very slowly too, down a beaten path that led nowhere, and so like any sane or not so sane person, I decided to follow him. Eventually, we reached a gate He passed said gate and walked outside of the farm's area. He then randomly died, and my game crashed for the first time. I have not seen Leshin again. It still haunts me to this day. Then I got the season pass! Woo! It was at this time that the legendary era had come around. I believed myself to be prepared, and so I headed onward and outward towards a new goal. I wished to conquer the Iron Banana, a ruthless challenge, Lord Salad from Wendy's told me, meant for the Ironborn. Now, I'm not a genius, but Ironborn tend to break easily, and I was no Ironborn. Within 36 matches and one night, I had literally beaten the Iron Banana. All bounties, the quest, and a full set of Iron Will gear was at my footstep. No, that's not what I meant. Never mind, I'll go with it. I was comfortable with my stance then and there, but I still shake when I think of the amount of time, patience, and effort it took for me to get those fusion rifle kills. Oh god! I'm gonna be completely real. I don't know why I broke out into a fucking accent there, but I hope you liked it. What happened next kinda came out of nowhere. A friend of a friend messaged me on Twitter, of all places, asking if I wanted to play Destiny with him. Now, usually I would say something along the lines of, "No, eat my ass, Corporal," but this time around I didn't. This man's name was, Crustacean Head Cruise? Chernobyl? Decided to just call him Cruise Ship. It was a fuck ton easier than calling out, "Hey, Crow 0-0, look out!" in the middle of strikes or something, so this was my first experience doing strikes in Destiny 2, and boy, let me tell you, it hit me right in the nostalgic sack. That sounds so fucking gross, I'm sorry. It was then that it really hit me I was playing Destiny again. I didn't let the emotions show, but a realization came along with said feeling that made me open my eyes. All 14 of them. Whoa, I have a lot of eyes. I remember Destiny so fondly because of the time spent with other people. Now, I'm gonna be real. I'm quite possibly the most awkward person you'll ever meet. I own body pillows, for God's sakes. You think I can keep a conversation up? No, I can't. When I'm in the world of Destiny, I feel less like a loser and more like a cool loser. And so with a fine few hours of running strikes and doing other shenanigans at the tower with Cruise Ship, I made the decision to make more friends, and it happened really quickly. The next person I came across, well, let's just call them 11. You see, I met 11 through Gmod a few months ago. I was doing the eat the pig bullshit to them and they added me.
Don't do that! Eat the pig! Eat the pig, my brethren! Eat the pig!
Then, months later, they joined Reed, Cruise Ship, and me randomly in the middle of us playing Gmod. By the way, just for context, Reed's computer was broken and couldn't run Destiny yet, but he was able to run Gmod on his old laptop. Next to that, he was banned from the video game world. Tragic, I know, but don't worry. His morally gray brother, who we call Washroom, crafted him a PC in the weeks to come. Anyways, we got them to download Destiny, and the next morning all three of us, Cruise Ship 11 and me, ventured out and did way too many strikes to be considered healthy.
What? Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck!
Now I get this. Yeah, let's just keep going. Oh, damn, that's a cool design.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Fuck! Now, Cruise Ship didn't really do many strikes with us because he had actual things to do in real life, but 11 and me ended up doing upwards of literally 80 strikes within a week's period. Which may not seem that much to people, but to me that's a fuck ton, dude. It was then, running strikes with 11, that we discovered someone. Chinese friend. A mystical man who was sent from across the cosmos to find me. Jumped over here so quickly. He died, and I'm not gonna go revive him.
I'm supercharged.
Oh shit! Oh, okay. He's the last one.
Who?
Our Chinese friend. I love spectating him.
If he dies, I'm not bringing him back. Chinese friend.
Wow, now that was fucking stupid. Wow, now that was fucking stupid. After that strike, sadly, well, I hadn't seen him again, but I've been on the hunt for him ever since. Do you think there's a ghost shell called Chinese friend? Everything was going great, dude. I made a clan with 11 and Cruise Ship called Anime Thighs, dude. Join it. And like 20 other people joined it for some reason. We continued doing strikes and stuff, and then the Halloween event came around, and dude, shit was gonna get spooky! Now, if you aren't caught up to the Cozyverse lore, which there is a fuck ton of, by the way, there's a literal wiki page on me. Well, you see, I am a Goblin Prince. Matter of fact, I'm the Goblin Prince. And so, yeah, just keep that in mind, okay? I'm a fucking goblin. Right, alright, let's get into this. The highlight of all of this was getting the goblin mask. Like, oh my god, look at that. And then I got the pumpkin mask because, well, I fucking love pumpkin-headed things. That's kind of an ongoing theme with me. I literally have a character named Pook the Pumpkin Fairy, dude. Like, get out of here with that shit. I kind of really started playing the game a lot because I really liked what my character looked like at this time, and I got the toss, the rose toss emote and shit. I started grinding out for bright dust and stuff, and it was so much fun, dude. Oh my god. And me sitting at a comfortable little, what, 930 light level, and I saw that reward for grinding out the Halloween event, a 950 rifle. And 950 being a very fucking high number for little old me. Dude, I grinded the hell out of that, and I literally beat the Halloween event in 2 days. Yeah. Now, you see, 11 joined with me, but this is when things started to get a little weird. I like 11. They're a cool person. I like playing with them. But, oh my god, she was, like, in school and called me. Dude, I had to sit through her classes with her, just listening to the fucking teacher for, like, 7.5 hours multiple times. And, like, eventually I was just like, you know what? Dude, I'm the Goblin Prince. Fuck you, I'm out. I didn't say that. I just kind of muted them. But, dude, listen to me. I was getting upwards of 80 notifications every fucking minute when I wouldn't answer their calls. It got to the point where literally every time I would look over at my other monitor, I would have a notification from her. A message or a missed call. Once I woke up with 811 messages from them. It was actually fucking insane. Now, I discussed this issue with my friend Reed, but you see, all he said was, block that bitch! And, I didn't exactly wish to do that. Because, you see, well, I have a code of honor. I am the Goblin Prince, after all, and my Goblin Code of Honor states that I can't be a dick to someone if I have no reason to, and I cannot insult something that someone can't control. Now, blocking this person out of the blue would just be being a dick for no reason, and while you could argue, well, they're annoying you, and that's the reason. Well, they didn't insult me, so perhaps I should have done the most goblin-y thing I could and set my code of honor aside and do what goblins do best, but my mind went back to seeing my friends list on PSN, and all the usernames sitting there collecting dust. Last login over 2 years ago on every single one of them. I then realized I didn't really want to lose any more friends, and so I just kind of set them aside and was like, let's play Destiny someday soon, but not right now. I'm kind of terrified. And that's when they told me they want to move in with me, so I fucking blocked them! Disclaimer, we're still friends, haha, happy face, yay! But they still want to move in with me, and it's really fucking weird. Anyways, with cruise ship off and about studying for exams, and 11 who knows where, I was left alone in the world of Destiny once again. And that's when I really started to grind for season rank 100. I had a month left in the season, and I was so fucking ready. I was about halfway there. Dude, I was gonna do bounties every single day. I was gonna play this like it was my fucking job. And I was on that. I was on that shit, dude. Just you wait and see. I'm gonna prove to you. Oh my god! Hi, hello, howdy. Welcome to a video of Destiny 2. Welcome. Yes, catch up in my ass. So, there is one other exotic that I want more than any other exotic in this fucking game, and that's the Celestial Nighthawk, dude. And I was like, dude, bang, bang, pow, and then I fucking got it. Yes, you can see it there. Season rank 65 reward, exotic engram, and I got the one exotic that I wanted since the very start. The Celestial Nighthawk, dude. And it was really cool and all, but I had other things to do. I couldn't just stare at this beautiful specimen all night. No, no, no. I had the Bill Nye Chinese opening to listen to on repeat for 3 fucking hours. Because what else am I gonna do when I'm grinding for season rank? Dude, you can tell they were really fucking proud of this when they made it.
No, there wasn't much work into it.
Now I just imagine a bunch of skinny Asian guys dancing, like dancing so hard.
I want to meet the men who did this.
Me too. They must be really cool.
That must be like fucking most rich men in the.
Dude, they must be like so hot. Let me turn Nifty up. Oh, someone else is dancing with me! Let's just say I lost my mind a little bit more that night than I usually do. But I also got to 960, so that's fucking cool. But grinding away season rank, the hours ticked by, days passed and turned to weeks, and eventually, I started crafting other goals in my mind. I started inviting literally everyone with a Chinese name to Anime Thighs Dude, in the hopes that I could find Chinese friend again, but I never could. But then, a chance encounter at the tower with my friend who lives in Hong Kong. Now obviously, I'm not gonna say his name for obvious reasons, but let's just call him the Sexy Power Ranger. I'm pretty sure he'd like that. Him and me talked about how it is going over there. We kinda caught up, as one would say, I guess. We didn't actually do any strikes or crucible or anything. We literally just sat there and talked to each other, but it was really fun seeing him again, even if it was just in a video game. And he told me he goes to the protests and stuff and tells me some of the things he sees, and it's like, damn dude, I wish I could just go to Hong Kong and help him out, but that's not possible. And then, out of nowhere, I hit my goal. Oh my god, 70k out of 100k. Are you serious right now? Oh my god! There it fucking is, dude! This is just the beginning, because of course, right when I hit season rank 100, Reed tells me he got his computer and installs Destiny 2. Welp. Here we go again! Nah, but in reality, words cannot explain how overjoyed I was when we first saw each other on Destiny. First time in nearly 5 years. Our characters stood side by side one another just like we did when we quit. And I was like, damn, we really actually came back. I don't even understand what the feeling was. If it was nostalgia or maybe excitement. Perhaps it was a mixture of all these emotions and feelings that come to mind, but regardless of it, it was pretty friggin' sweet, Lewis. I'll tell you what. So far, the two of us have done so much together. In the past week, we've spent 50 hours just together on Destiny. A lot of the time, we're not even doing anything. We're just walking around and exploring places, or sitting down and listening to music and talking to each other. This is what I missed about this game. I finally remembered exactly what it was I missed about it. It was the connections that I could have with people and the memories I could make. And doing things I never would have even imagined in the wildest of my dreams or nightmares. 11. It's safe to say that this is my favorite video game of all time. Everything is far from perfection, but some things are more so. This game is one of those examples. It is extremely far from perfection, and I don't see it reaching a point in which it is near perfect anytime soon. There are more issues and glitches than one could even imagine, but regardless of it, it's a perfect game to me. Here's a picture I took 4 years ago, the day that Reed and I quit Destiny 1. The tower was pretty much vacant, it was just him and me, standing side by side. And now, here's a picture of him and me in Destiny 2, with active players running around, doing bounties, patrols, opening engrams, getting mad at Master Rahul, the evil man.
It's Master Rahul, the evil man.
And having an adventure unlike any other. I never once thought I'd have the same experiences and the same feelings that I had in Destiny 1. I truly thought they were gone forever. But in these past 500 hours of playtime, I've been proven wrong time and time again, with making memories even better than the ones that I made in Destiny 1. And I hate to know that one day, beneath cruise ship 11, I'll see a last logged on 2 years ago. But that day is not today. And today is what matters. Right?
Dude, I got footsteps! I mean leg armor, I mean foot.
I got foot